Hello, everybody. I wanted to share with you some very interesting dreams that you all wrote in after I did my planetary alignment video, which we are now in. It'll be going through June 28th. That's when the moon kind of gets out of alignment. And right now, we have these 5 planets that you can see in the line with your eye, and then 2 others that you can see through a telescope, and they're all in alignment. Okay, and this only happened 20 years ago and won't happen again for another 20 years approximately. Um, and so in Genesis 1:26, God said, that He's using the sun, moon, and stars to communicate divine appointments, moeds, markings, seasons, days, and years. And so obviously we know this is the way He speaks. For those who may think it sounds like astrology, it's actually God's astronomy, the creator of all the planets in the heavens, Yahweh, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. The one that we're watching for, and the one that I'm really noticing these dreams are indicating that the rapture happens at the time of the planetary alignment or immediately after. And so I saw so many dreams on my channel and some others that I'm like, wow, this is something to take seriously here, and the times that we're in, and the fact that things are lining up, not just the planets, but everything's lining up right now to tribulation, to the mark of the beast, that everything's going to be digital. They're going to try to put it all in your body, no more banks. It's just every day it's something else. And not to mention, everything we've already gone through the past 2 years, and they just deleted another video on that I did a while back. I wonder why. So anyway, so I wanted to give you show you some of these dreams. Thank you all for writing in. Really appreciate it. A couple were recorded a couple days ago, so never mind the June 20th. Today is actually the 21st of June, summer solstice. When you see all these things, know that summer is nigh. Jesus pointed out the summer when He was talking about the end times. And so I think that's also significant. And just to remind you, we're still in the harvest. We're in the wheat harvest. Pentecost is not over. The wheat harvest is not over. Yeah, I know Pentecost is a day, but I'm talking about the whole wheat harvest. Ruth and Boaz got married at the end of the wheat harvest. And so, and the 517 that I got, I really believe it's from the very beginning, for me, it was pointing to Shavuot back a couple years ago. And I still believe that, despite what anyone else may have changed their mind to thinking about it. I was always led to Shavuot when I first got that 517, because at that time, May 17th was Shavuot. And in fact, today and yesterday, I was driving, and there was literally a car in front of me 2 days in a row with 517 plates. So, and let's not forget Bo. Bo knows too. We got so many things that are relating to this time that, on top of all that, we have this planetary alignment that's in the heavens right now. So I'm going to show you a few dreams. There was more than this. And again, thank you for writing in. There's always amazing comments, amazing confirmations in the comments. For a long time now, I have just been amazed at the feedback in the comments for everything. So this time I'm so impressed. I got to share it because we need to be watching right now. We need to be really paying close attention because this planetary alignment is like no small thing. This is a big thing. And the one who created these planets, okay, that we can't even comprehend, it's so intense and so huge, is lining them up like a church aisle, like a church aisle. And as everything in the world's lining up for the tribulation to start and the Messiah to come, I'm really looking closely at right now, right through June. And one of you wrote in your dream, the transformation took place right after the alignment. So let's just stay watching. Don't get discouraged by by everyone has their own ideas of stuff, okay? But God did not say stop watching for a couple months or stop watching for a year. He said watch, always watch, because any moment could come, whether we understand, whether someone figured it out or not exactly when he's coming. We should always admit that we don't know enough to tell people, oh, he cannot come yet. No. In fact, the fig tree generation is pretty much expired, except for people who are thinking that, look at 1949. But that would be when the tender leaves grew on the fig tree. So don't be discouraged about that either, because it's not. It's all it's doing is pointing to the right now time that we're in. So let me go on and give you some of these dreams. Again, thank you for sharing your dreams. So I noticed there was a lot of comments on different videos, including mine, about brothers, sisters having dreams of Jesus coming at the time of a planetary lineup. So I thought I'd read you one from Christina here. It says, no joke, I had a dream years back about the planets aligning. In my dream, it was daytime and I was in my backyard. All of a sudden, I looked up and saw the moon appear beside the sun. Well, that's what I just showed you. I yelled at my family to look up. Something weird is happening in the sky. Next of all the other planets appeared beside the moon and sun in a straight line. Next, all of the planets appeared beside the moon and sun in a straight line. At first, I didn't realize it was other planets, but I remember seeing Saturn's rings on one of them. Interesting. Then all of the planets suddenly came together and morphed into one. I immediately knew in the dream it was a sign from heaven that Jesus might be coming. Okay, so she had a specific vision there of the planets aligning and the sun and moon were together. So that takes you to the 28th of June, according to the stellarium I showed you. Okay, so here we have this amazing alignment of planets. We have Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus, Venus, Mercury, the sun, and the moon is right here. Like the sister's comment, she saw the sun and the moon together. Well, that's on June 28th. So if we look at June 29, see the moon is now not in alignment anymore. So let's go look at the 27th. Hold on here. Why? 27, 26, 25, Moon and Venus. 24, 20, hello, 23. See, just a straight line. 22, 21 tomorrow. Coming up to Jupiter. And today, the 20th. So, amazing lineup of planets lining up for the King of Kings. Lining up for the groom coming down the aisle with his bride. So here we have a couple other dreams. This writer says, I also had a dream. I was in my bedroom. It was the middle of the night. I woke up and felt led to go to the window. I looked out and Jesus was there. He held out his hand and said, come and see. And right there, that's amazing. Jesus was there outside the window. I opened my window and took his hand, and when I stepped outside my window, I was no longer in my front yard. I was in space with Jesus. He said, look, it's all lining up. I looked and all the planets were lined up and huge. I wasn't afraid. I was with my Lord. Praise the Lord. So Jesus takes her by the hand and says, look at the planets all in a line. That's amazing. Okay, so then we have another writer. I also had a dream in December 2019 that I was looking through the window and saw huge planets line up in front of the window. But I only saw 4 of them since they were huge. One had a ring around it. We are going home very soon. So, and there's a lot of other dreams I've read of people having these kind of dreams about the planets lined up. And maybe I'll show you another, but for now, wanted to show you these.